him in and out.
I I can check with the next door neighbor, but I don't think the help of those resources, I don't think they have that, the help. I don't think that help is available.
So one of the things I'm hearing is the need is kind of marginal as to whether it's really going to be there for a period of time to make a structure valuable. So it might make, if we're looking at a case where it would be in use for a year, 2 years, then that would make sense, but I don't know.
Can you rent
What?
rent a ramp?
I've never heard of it.
Oh,
Rent one? I don't know.
Liability wise, I don't think you've ever seen anybody wreck one.
It isn't an election year.
No.
That,
I don't know what that means.
that's, when that was started, I've been involved trying to get help from them before on different ramps,
For renting one?
reps for ramps.
No, I'm
Oh.
talking about renting a
Oh,
ramp. Are there
renting, I thought you
places-
said reps for ramps,
No.
because,
Is there a place you can actually rent a ramp?
oh, I
instead of
don't know,
buying?
I don't know. Never looked at that. I'm sorry, Cindy, I thought you said the reps for ramps, that they were,
Well, it occurred to me that we weren't talking about the same thing.
thank you.
I think we should wait on it to see what happens in Vision Hospital. Look in to see if there's a place that wants grants for short time. I don't know. I know I have a fellow government office over here. They're covered, built them all the time. The ramp, but they're big,
Well, there's
and there's no construction out there.
David told me about Tuesday Toolmen, and I've left them 2 messages. They build ramps for the needy. I've left them 2 different messages to get with me, and they return no calls.
Well, that's okay. The trick to that is we keep testing them. Pretty soon they'll get tired of you. They'll call you.
But
That's how you get a job.
a lot of people have stopped doing projects like that because of the COVID also. So,
Well, they could at least tell you.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
So what is the suggestion of the group?
What do they figure hospice is for what, 3 months? Is that? kind of
They'll,
what I
they'll,
remember?
they'll stay for up to 6 months.
Okay,
Up to, but it can happen
yeah,
tomorrow.
right.
You know.
I've known people to go into hospice and then come back out and be out for another couple of years. So
Right.
it's
Yeah,
like,
sometimes if they're bad enough, they take them right to the hospital.
mhm.
There's a fairly good sized deck right outside the back door. And then there's like 2 steps down to the lower deck. And the lower deck is a gas grill. And then off the lower deck, it's another 3 steps down to the ground. No.
When you
The
guys,
ramp would start at the upper deck.
when you guys went over, did you talk to the lady at all?
I did, yeah.
And what did she say? She had no idea how non-hospice could do that.
Well, I didn't start getting into those kinds of questions. She mentioned he was in hospice. I didn't think it was my place to start questioning
Well,
his medical
when she said he
details.
was in hospice, me, that tells me they're either coming or they moved him somewhere.
No, I mean, she did say she wants to keep him at home. That's why hospice is coming.
Okay.
She does not want him in the facilities.
Well, it's your pleasure, guys. What are we gonna do? And I'll see.
I'm in favor of doing more investigation, I guess.
And what are we looking for in the investigation?
Well, first of all, I guess would be some direction. Lorraine says she knows a club that does ramps all the time. That would be helpful to talk to them. Find out whether or not they rent ramps. That would be a good thing to find out.
Didn't, like 20 years ago, didn't we have the ramps that they were temporary, we put out, they lived in somebody's barn, and when they weren't needed, they go back in the barn.
Had them at one time.
Yeah, I don't know if they were maybe.
Those,
But that was a pretty simple ramp, if I remember.
Yeah.
right. Very
You
simple.
know, most of those,
the materials that I knew of, we put into, we joined with the VFW. Well, let me back up. We used most of it on Mrs. Hart, at Tiffin and Jefferson Street. And then when she sold that and they were gonna tear the house down, somebody stored it for us, and then we teamed up with the VFW. There was a veteran that needed one. And it was a big project, just like this one. It had to have 2 different ramps on it, so we teamed up with them and used that material on that ramp. When that veteran passed away a while back, where that material is at this time. Well, I should say it might still be in that house because his wife was having health issues and they were staying, that ramp was built in the daughter's house because the daughter was taking care of them both at that time.
so back to Doug's question, information we're looking for. I think I kind of put it down.
Well, I would wonder continuing, if you can continue to check with that organization you were looking into.
If they'll return a call, that's the thing. And they're gonna, I'm afraid they're gonna run into the same predicament that we have, that we're running into in regards to hospice. Now, I'm just saying that because of that, you know. If there was a ramp available to rent with the Lions Club, is the Lions Club going to be willing to help pay for part of the ramp? I don't know. I'd like to ask Ken a question because he knows, his wife knows the family. And they're not very, are they financially stable, those 2 people?
I don't know, it's you, Barb, you know, he's the one that knows them.
Yeah.
I'd have to check with Barb.
Oh, that's right. Okay, you know Barb, that's right. The lady that's trying to get it. Yeah.
He's already put a lot of work. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hey, my hobby.
That's what I said when Luna said-
Well, the other thing is we could get a hold of Chris too and find out whether or not he's serious about giving us materials.
Or something similar.
But I haven't heard back from him at all. I haven't heard back.
So what are we doing?
You start off thinking coming off the front door in a simple way. Then you start looking at everything. And it's a lot more to it. About 28-inch drop. 28-feet ramp. This station, you make a U-turn. You gotta go back. And then deal with this multi-level deck.
Yeah,
Why it's going up all the time.
the cost isn't a concern. I'd love to work on it, but we just got a couple of concerns about this.
I've never seen so many questions.
Mhm.
Proposed project before. We take step forward, it'll be almost suicide. Well, and I think that one of the basic aside from the money and the labor and all that. This whole thing about the permits. That's a club decision.
And liability, you know, when we built. Yeah, when we built a ramp for Ruth's dad, he was just, you know, family.
Right.
So, those two brother-in-laws showed up. Wood showed up and people had a plan and it's still sitting there 3-4 years later.
If you know anybody that's working with the city of Mason right now, pretty difficult.
I take it we have to get a permit from the city of Mason.
Well,
Or have you got an answer for that?
we, we've never gotten a permit to build the ramp. We either do it on the weekend
Yeah.
or we do it on the backside of the house, so they never know we're doing it.
A little more in detail, right?
Well, and we're gonna beat this to death, I can tell you, but the last time I was president, I had 2 requests in the trailer park for ramps. I went down, looked them over, and then proceeded to see what had to be done. Well, first of all, we had to have an engineer. This is part of the trailer park thing too, but you had to have an engineer come in and engineer this, tell you what you had to have, if you have an engineer, but then you had to go into the city and see what they were gonna do, and one gentleman was in hospice. He didn't make it, so I canceled, didn't have to do anything with that one. In the next one, it was gonna have to be 3 tiers like that, and that was gonna be very expensive. And that's when I got with this reps for ramps,
Oh, we're in the group.
and they were a real pain, so we didn't do either one of them. It was gonna be, the paperwork and the issues was going to be something else. All the ramps that we have built, like I say, we did it so that, and we've never, nobody's ever questioned us and come and ask us or anything. And one of them, we actually did build on the front of a house on Columbia Street, so everybody go by it, but normally, like I say, we try to get away with not doing that, so. I'll make a motion that this be tabled at this time. And we can try and find if there is a place that rents the ramps, but with the way it's going to have to be put in, it's going to be just about as big a job putting in a portable one as it is building one. By the time you have to move that
A lot of work. Yeah.
carport and all that, so like I say, I would table it, and I would make a motion to table it, and myself, I'll try and find if there's places that rent ramps.
Or get a hold of those guys,
One thing, the lady that wrote the letter to you, I've spoken with her quite a few times, and Ken's wife knows her quite well. There was no promise made that we were gonna be able to build this
When I
ramp.
talked to her, I called her because I had the letter for a while. When I talked to her, I said, we are looking into
Right.
doing this
Yep,
to see what has to be
and
done.
I talked to her a couple of
And
times.
And I have talked to her once,
Yeah.
and I said the same thing, that if you get a better offer, take it. That's what I said.
Let's- We have a second. to Stan's motion.
I'll second it.
To move the second, we table the ramp request. Until we find out further information. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Any report on the Leo?
Yes, if you drove down the street where our flowers are, you saw the pinwheels and signs for a second year. they really didn't need to buy anything, so the money that we got from the Lions was still in the account. They might have bought some pinwheels, but I'm not aware of that, and they're dwindling down. They have had kids participate this year because everything is on. Mrs. Hicks' daughter had her baby. Well, Mrs. Hicks was kind of taking care of the baby, and then her mother had a stroke, so she's taking care of her mother. And this is Frey, the band instructor, has been stepping in. However, I couldn't get on Zoom last week, and they haven't gotten in contact with me for this week. I'm wondering if we want to send somebody to this. Seems like this is her last year. She will be retiring in June. And hopefully the band instructor will take this on or another. It is a club, meaning the teacher does get some stipend from the school, which helps us continue on in future years. Mrs. Dixon's done a great job, and I think we should recognize her.
I think two things. One is gift, but I think that we could get a plaque. You know, there's a lot of Lions plaques that are available. We should find a very nice plaque and get it engraved for. And then also look at some other gifts type of thing. So I'd like to make a motion that we put at least up to $100 out of administrative funds.
Any further discussion?
I'll be glad to look at the plaque part. But I'm no good at gifts.
Yeah,
Well, I was thinking she
I'll
likes
come from
flowers,
Lions
so
International.
garden
Okay, well, a
flowers.
plaque and some flowers would be nice. Yeah.
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 I think it's something for us.
Okay, all right.
Something like that says an appreciation. of-
Sure, yeah. Yeah.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. So Doug, you're gonna look in.
I'll get the plaque thing taken care of, I think.
Okay,
So you'll let me know and then we'll.
Sure.
okay, club officers. We gotta come up with something because this is due.
We did talk to Ken, and Ken is not going to be in line. He needs to be. So that's what I have to do.
So you're not going to go up in the
Nothing.
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 Treasurer Eager?
I object. Oh.
Yeah.
Who did you come up with?
I came up with nobody. I
Right.
would really consider taking on first.
Who,
I want,
who is that?
I,
I.
if needed.
Well, I know Doug is gonna do something. Dave, you still want to do mine?
Recycle. I've done it 3 times. Yes, I never yet.
Yeah. Cindy?
Thank you.
Well, okay, this is my second one. Okay, now,
So when does it start?
July first.
So that gets the main ones that we have to get on TV.
You were,
Well,
you're gonna do treasurer?
Yeah,
so am I also the director?
no. We'll have to look at somebody else to do it, if we don't have to get that. You know, there's the key things that we've got to get out of president, secretary, and clerk.
That's correct.
They're telling us now that we can do that online or use the form. So I probably will want to do that online.
Yeah, that's what I do.
And I'll see whether or not I can do it in stages too. I don't know.
You'd be able to do it all right there online.
Yeah, they're trying to make it a little bit easier, I think. They're not, but they're trying.
Okay, so we need to come up with a first and second. Right.
Mhm.
fourth.
Membership chair, I don't know if Melinda wants to do that again. Lynn or Cliff, we'll do it again. Now, directors for second year, which means it's the second time. So they go off, which is Ken Matthews.
Well, we decided, so for last, year, we didn't make a change, so. They've been on 3 years, and the people that was 1 year been on 2 years. We didn't change the rest.
So, we need, 2-year
And
directors,
the permanent.
we need,
Who are the directors?
the second year directors, Ken Matthews.
They're going off.
They're going on.
Still on.
You,
I'm one of
you're on the first year, so you would probably need two if you want to do the next one. You want to do two? We'll get the two.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
That's
matter.
fine. One,
How do I write doesn't matter?
It's written as yes.
Okay, so we're gonna put you on second year?
Right.
Okay. Let's go. And then we gotta get another. we gotta have Two, one second year and one. two. Then it's coming off. That's going off. So we need two first year. Who's second year?
I think I've got it pretty straight here.
You think you got it?
And I can go ahead and send it out to you and to everybody, actually, I guess, to see where we got the holes.
Okay, that'll work. At least we got that. The important one.
We don't have any of our vice presidents and we are missing a few directors, but I think almost everybody else is taken care of. Yeah.
So you need to vote on. You get the volunteers, you need to vote. So I'm wondering if, Doug, if you can go off, the slate of officers.
Well, this is what we have so far, and we can vote on what we have so far. How's that sound? Okay. For president, Cindy. For treasurer, Rich. For secretary, Doug. For immediate past president, Lorraine. For administrator, still Rich. Membership chair, probably Melinda, but I'm not sure. Tail twister, Lynn. Lion tamer, Dave. I don't know about Wayne. Directors in their second year, Jeff. And permanent director, Stan. And then the rest of them are all kind of up in the air yet.
question. Terry Blavis.
Terry's listed as the LCIF coordinator now, and he's the immediate past president. So
Right.
he will not be immediate past president.
Right.
Whether he'll be LCIF coordinator or director or whatever, I don't know. We're gonna have to ask him.
I think he would.
I'm sure he
You
would.
gotta
Yeah.
see how it's dead to.
But let's go ahead and vote on who we got so far, and then we'll fill in the holes next meeting. How's that sound?
So I think we accept the slate as read by Doug.
You moved and secondly accept the slate of officers read by Ryan Doug. You did a discussion. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, thank you. Budget. How are we doing on budget? Has anybody started one? No?
I printed off what we reviewed. I printed off what we reviewed 2 years ago, I believe. I didn't make a whole bunch of copies. I thought someone
I
take the
didn't-
lead on the spot. I do have that list. Want to go through it?
what is your the pleasure?
What's the total amount?
In 2019 and 20 years ago, the budget was set at for donations. The Lions related donations was set at 31.45. And then the community donation and subtotal, but total of the two, 73.25. And it's at how much in the donations now? 49.
Well, and they were just saying that it was short on the scholarships they take it out of there. I mean, I don't know if nobody's gone over what they're gonna pay out for donations.
No, we haven't meant to do that, because I haven't had a budget.
Oh, that's part of
And
the
I,
budget.
I don't think all the ones we have on our list are expecting a whole lot, if anything, because of what has happened.
What's gonna happen in the future if we're gonna have Texas Hold'em, we're gonna have-
Again, our sources of income are kind of still up in the air.
I think we have on our list, I think we realize that we know other organizations have mentioned that they're not going to respond to the fundraising things that they used to do. So I think that's taken into consideration. My opinion is we should support our Lions projects that are, that are state projects. And then check out the other ones that we donate to. I mean, I did a whole bunch. Depends on what we got.
Are there any that we have to, I mean, and when I say that, I mean, we have to pay dues, is that right?
We have to pay our,
That's administrative.
yes,
But
we're
we
talking
have to
about
pay.
donations.
Right, but
Doesn't
are there
come out of
any
the-
that, it's not just the expectation, but the organization needs to do this?
Let me put it this way. When I was governor, there were 3 clubs that did donate to no Lions function, international, other than the Bears or state. And I asked them why, and they said, our money's hard earned, and it goes back to the community, not supporting someone in another country. That's how they felt. Couldn't argue with them, but, and they've done remarkable things in their little community. It's costing thousands of dollars for doing things around too. So there are clubs that do not donate. If we donated to everything, there are 23 different committees. You look at the roster book, we don't even have all of them. But, so some clubs don't donate anything, they pay the dues and all that. And so some of the people who donate to now and expect us to do that.
If you want, I could run down just a list of who we donated to up years ago. If that is helpful or not.
You want to do that, or just have a copy sent to us? And we can look at it.
I think we've got some time because whatever we do is going to be a tentative one anyway, because we don't know about our sources of income.
So we have one thing that we don't have, time for, and that's the salary.
Oh, well, yeah.
So
Oh,
to
yeah.
Put things off, I'd like to separate that out, and have a separate vote on the salary.
Well, yeah, I've got something with scholarships too that I want to talk about.
Okay.
So budget wise, you're gonna, if you get a copy to all of us, when we look at it in the first meeting in May, we can go over it and see what we got. How's that sound? And that way it'll give us time to digest what we got and what we got in our account. Okay? We know we're gonna give scholarships. So, but also, I have another item that goes with scholarships.
That's okay.
I remember somebody saying something, it was probably Stan, about there being some additional money for scholarships in someplace.
Yes,
Oh.
we do have that $1,400 in the Lions of Michigan Foundation, we have an account up there that was donated. I can't think her name, her lady.
Yeah, I remember.
I remember that now.
Oh,
It's
the
still there.
lady that had to take care of
Yeah, that was
Tamisha, Flash, or something like that. Started with a T.
Tamika.
Tamika.
Tamika. That was kind of, her husband donated that so it could be used for scholars. And we hadn't been using it, so we put it in an account in the foundation. That
But
was
we can get it.
$1,400 at that time.
But we can get it.
Huh?
We can get it.
Oh, anytime.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's a consideration.
Yep.
So,
That account, according to this, 2 years ago was 2,000.
Oh, was it? Okay.
that's good. Okay. We know that's there.
Yep.
All right. Back to scholarship. Every year we give grandchildren of our members. Ryan Ken Matthews was a grandson graduating in June.
I do,
So,
too.
pardon me,
I do also.
I do.
So there's two kids.
So we have two children. I know. Where's Alexander going? Has he kept the school yet?
I'll
Oh, college?
got a brother there that graduated.
Okay, so we have two. The rule is, we get the money until they want. So papers is out. I'm sure we do. So we have to decide on. I don't remember what it was, it's so long ago.
Well, we took $1,000, just put it among all.
Okay, so we got two kids that we know of. So if we split it between the two, that means we get 500
Mhm.
apiece, correct?
I think that's what.
Okay,
My other grandson got 250.
And that's what Emma got too, but that's how it is.
because there were more than two people, that's why.
Timing's everything.
Mhm.
Okay,
That's right. We did cut that back to $250.
Okay.
so that's what they should get, 250.
Yeah.
That's good. So I'd like to do 2 separate votes, if I could.
Okay,
So I'd like to separate that out from the scholarship, the main scholarship. And that's, so it sounds, I would like to make a motion that we support the Bud Swinehart and Mary College scholarship with $1,000 each. So that would be $2,000 total. to go.
Second.
so moved and seconded that we did the $1,000 scholarship to the high school. Any further discussion on that motion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Second one?
Second motion is to provide $250 scholarships to children and grandchildren of Lions graduated this year. At this time, we know it's 2.
Right.
Second.
Then moved and seconded that we give $250 to the grandchildren of Alliance members that we know of, graduating in June. Any further discussion? All those signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Thank you very much.
Can I ask one question where you're going? Maybe got one graduating.
You got one graduating? Okay, so he calls in a $250 mark. Well, we're gonna add him to my list. I'm gonna add him to my list.
Yeah,
Mhm.
those
With the
children's
name,
scholarships,
Tyler.
I'm sorry,
Tyler.
okay,
the children's scholarships, we do direct, they don't go through
right.
the school. board.
And what's your last name? No, great.
Blake,
Pardon me?
Blake.
Okay, got it. Okay, so That's all we've got right now?
Question. When you mentioned you thought we'd get $1,000 off the sales.
Mhm.
That gross or net to us?
That would be net.
That's one of the scholarships right there.
Mhm.
You got another one.
Yeah, but they all
Foundation
stayed
is
off,
gonna get
that's
it done.
right. Yeah, well, I think we're okay with college. Agreed?
Mhm.
Okay.
I will let Marcy know that we are on board for this $1,000 for each one of those.
That'd be good.
I
We'll
guess
be
that's-
thrilled.
I guess that's- we need to go that way, no?
Is that what we can do? it all?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's for the last number of years. Yeah,
Mhm.
I have a few new items that we're gonna go on to, and I wrote them down. Number one, Lion Day Dennis Memorial is May 15th. It's gonna be at front of the Lion State Office, the time and the tree and the 3 o'clock. And that's at 2 o'clock. June 5th, we have some new clubs coming in and they're doing a total charter night, all 3 of them. I think it's great. Hancock Lions Club, Delta Budgies Lions Club, that's an awful. Lansing Capital Area Lions Club and Ovid Elton Lions Branch Club. So we're not losing the Lions. we're just becoming the Lions Club. And that's June 5th, 2 to 6 at Family Park, Garrison Park in Ashland. That's coming in.
It's a nice part.
Is it out on tour? Isn't that where one of the races was? Okay, next item is the convention. This convention is going to be one day, on June 12th, and it's going to be at Fair Lake Camp. And there's in Sunrunner Cottage. I think there's information on that too. Okay. It's going to start at 9:45 for registration and continental breakfast. Lions Awards, prizes and raffles, a box lunch, Lions Awards, prizes and raffles, and a memorial service at 2 to 4:30. And you can call them and Sonora Cottage if you want. I think there's a hotel. Anyway, the state convention is coming in.
Yeah.
They moved theirs to the Sunday. So anyway. All right, White Cave. That's actually going on right now. But I have the certificate from the governor's office. Well, I copied it all. It's proclaimed that April 23rd to May 2nd. So are we going to do White Cane?
We could do it at the spring fling. It's May 2nd.
That was what I was thinking somebody would suggest.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Well, that sounds good to me. too.
I got a lot of these donation canisters ready, so.
All right. Okay,
But then I think we're not going to stand up in front of any cops or whatever.
I don't think that's a good idea,
no,
not this year. But we can do it in our booth. Sunday.
this Sunday. That's their one day spring fling. We're over here.
Oh, happy anniversary. Knew that date sounded familiar, huh?
Okay. We have anything else that we need to address? That's it.
As not too many people I know, sounds like you do. They had a trailer fire a week ago, Monday, out at the trailer park on Barnes Road. There's through Lions of Michigan Foundation. We can apply for emergency grants to help people in regards to that. The fire department contacted me, and so I applied for a grant last week. It was kind of stagnant all last week, but today we jumped right on it, and we are, it looks as though we are gonna get that $1,500 grant to go to those people, and, they didn't have any insurance. I don't believe they lost the trailer, but they didn't have any insurance. And also, I had been in correspondence with District, or our President Lorraine, and, asked for the Lions Club to donate $100 to that, so. Soon, we'll be getting that check, $1,500, and then Lion Ken will write a check for $100, and then what we did last time, contacted them, and Lion Ken went out and presented the check. What they do usually, I believe they send it to Ken, and you put it in our account, and then you write a check for it. Yep, that's how that works.
Yeah.
Within the next, we should be getting that within the next 2 days. So, but another reason why I brought that up, I didn't know how many members knew that that was available, to get those emergency grants like that. I didn't know if that had been brought up or not at any. Anyway, we'll be helping in other needy families. Yeah.
Along those lines, where do we stand on the raffle?
Where did we say we got 60 raffles? I'm gonna do it. Hopefully it's on. You want some? I got them with me.
Well, we're gonna, if I remember correctly, timing, it's pretty tight as far as flood buying, whatever remains.
No, I don't think the club's gonna pay 60 raffles. That's a bit.
We turned our tickets or
Yeah,
stubs
we-
and everything into the office.
That's one sitting on. the desk, like the computer.
We'll see where we're at on Sunday.
Let's see where we're at on Sunday. The first drawing, which is seller's drawing at Sunday. The actual drawing is going to be the 20th.
Okay, so we will have another meeting
Oh, yeah,
before.
we'll have a meeting in May.
And we'll know how many we've sold them.
May 12th.
Okay.
So, yeah. That's the official travel.
I have one more piece of new business. I got a phone call from a couple over on Lawton Street, 105 Lawton. The lady's name is Deanna Marie Woodcock, and I didn't catch the name of her husband, but they had received from the Marshall Lions Club a CCTV Vision Aid unit. Those normally cost over $1,000. Okay, I have it in my car because they're not using it, and they wanted to give it back to the Lions. They got it from the Marshall Lions Club originally because they have a friend of a family that they're connected to. So I wanted to know what we should do with it. What do you think?
State office. Yeah.
That's what I told them we might do.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I told them. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Gives me an opportunity to go up there anyways. I haven't been up there.
I gotta talk.
Thank you.
I almost forgot. We have 900 eyeglasses in my garage. So we've been trying to get rid of, but the state office has not responded. Then someone's gonna be there, so.
I guess we called and we have the.
Yeah. I don't know about Lynn's done it. I don't know about. Steve.
Yeah, we have to, I understand about contacting us or somebody is.
Right.
Anyway.
We'll keep trying. We collected 900 eyeglasses.
Chad from the foundation is there.
Oh, okay.
And I know. I know, no.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What else we got?
Well, that sounds good. I'll second.
So moved. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.